What was the first song you actually thought, well, now my songs are getting somewhere?
I had a song called Tear Stings, like we're going back like, you know, really early on, maybe 14 or something. I had a song called Tear Stings, and I remember playing it at a gig and people used to come up to me and say, I really like that one. And I also had this other song called One Is One, and people used to really love that, and we used to do...
Why? Did it tell you why? Why those two songs?
I think it was because they were kind of, you know, they were naively about kind of love. Okay. And they had kind of big, strong, sort of like sing-along choruses. I mean, when I look back now, obviously I'm horrified, but like they had big sing-along choruses and they kind of appealed to the kind of going straight to the point, I think, you know, like they were all right, you know, they're all right. I'd never play them to anyone now, but I think they were pretty good.
Okay. And why? Because you were telling, well, you had previous bands and you recorded albums and singles, you released singles. Why do you think now it has come together for you with this band? How come? Do you have an explanation maybe now, in retrospect?
I think that like a couple of things, like when I was in another a band that got signed before the Green Ship thing, it was kind of an interesting time because we got signed and everything was good, and then we kind of took far too many drugs, like, and we kind of sort of spiraled into a bit of a dark place from living the lifestyle without doing as much of the music as we should have done, and then also the record company like falling out with they were a subsidiary of a major, BMG, so they fell out with BMG and then they kind of liquidated, and that left us with no record deal, even though we had a single out and it sold out and things were going well, and we all kind of was in quite mad places with drugs and stuff, so that was why that didn't work out. And then when we done the Balboa thing, it was learning to like write songs with electronics that took a long time and took a lot of life experience, and we kind of got burnt by other people, by producers and people from record companies who were going to sign us and not sign us, and then they were going to sign us, and then by the time we got to Infadels we were like, we don't care about anyone if they want to sign us or not, we're going to do something ourselves and put it out on our own label, and then the people will judge whether they like the music or not, and we don't have to worry about whether some A&R man thinks, oh, I don't know, and like his boss might think. So it's kind of that thing of, one, we got a lot better at what we're doing, like, and you develop as a songwriter and you develop as musicians and artists, and secondly, we stopped listening to other people and started doing it ourselves. I think that was the most integral thing that ever happened. We just said, look, we make music, some people might like this music, so let's just get it straight out to the people, let's not worry about going to the middleman. And then of course after that, like, John Peel played it and stuff, and then like we had the interest from Wall of Sound, and we spoke to them for a good long time and they seemed right for us, and then now we're with Wall of Sound PS, and that seems totally right. They're an independent record label. It'd be hard for me to go through another major record company deal, as I got burnt badly.
Oh, because of the previous experience? Because
of the previous experience, I learned that major record companies are run by accountants, like not anyone else. Like, even if you have a great A&R man, he's not actually in charge of your destiny. The accountant is. So it kind of became the biggest kind of, it was probably the best education anyone could ever get about the music industry, to go through the major label thing once and be burnt, and then from then on you realised what was important, and what was important was the music and nothing else. Like.